What's going on, guys? It's the Coaster Battleman here, bringing you an awesome coaster countdown. And I've never really did a bucket list coasters countdown of what coasters I really want to ride. And these are 10 bucket list coasters, USA edition. My next one is going to be with Canada and Mexico and other countries besides the USA that are in North America. Then I'll move on to Europe and Asia. So number 10 is El Toro, and El Toro looks just awesome. The first drop is steep. It's awesome. Super good drop. It also has a cable lift hill, which makes it one of the best lift hills for a wooden coaster. There's some insane airtime hills that are after the first drop, and then you go into this insane banked turn section, and there's some more airtime hills. This coaster is an airtime machine, has some great bank turns as well, and this is an intense wooden coaster and one of the best coasters in the world. And I would really want to ride it. Number 9 is Twisted Colossus, and the reason why I really want to ride this coaster and it's on my bucket list is because the sides duel, for crying out loud. It's green versus blue, and you experience both of them on one ride experience, which just makes this coaster amazing. And it's crazy how good this ride is, and I know both sides, there's some insane airtime bank turns inversions on both these rides, on both sides. Very fun coaster, great color scheme for an RMC, really want to ride it. Number 8 is RMC Mean Streak, and I know this coaster isn't even operating yet, but this is a coaster that's now on my bucket list. I am pumped for this coaster. I'm hyped for it. I just hope this coaster is one of my favorite coasters at Cedar Point, or my favorite coaster ever ridden. But I know Mean Streak currently is being transformed into an RMC hybrid, and it's looking good. I know recently an inversion was put on this ride, so keep it up, Cedar Point and RMC, with this project. Everyone is hyped. Number 7 is Intimidator 305, and this coaster is on my bucket list because of how intense it is, and I want to ride it to prove myself that this coaster grays out or not. Because people have said this coaster, when you're on it, you gray out or black out, and it's an insane experience. Very intense coaster. This coaster isn't really known for its airtime, but rather its very intense turns that are throughout the ride. And this isn't the longest Giga coaster, but it's a Millennium Force Maverick combo, as it has the height and the speed, but the intense elements. Number 6 is Fury 325, and this coaster has been overhyped in my opinion, but I still want to ride this ride. It looks awesome. That first drop, awesome. Airtime hills, awesome. Bank turns look awesome. And you dive through a tunnel. This coaster just looks awesome. And I keep saying awesome because why not? But Fury 325, new for 2015 Giga. It's been only operating for a few years and it's still rocking. People are saying this is the best coaster in the world, and it does look like one of the world's greatest coasters. Number 5 is a mix of coasters, and this is going to be the first of a few on this list. It's SeaWorld Orlando's B&Ms, and the reason why I really want to ride these, and these coasters are on my bucket list, is because I actually did go to SeaWorld Orlando several years ago, in 2011 I believe, when Cheetah Hunt was brand new. I know I went to Busch Gardens Tampa to ride that coaster, and I don't really remember the ride, and I know I really want to go to Busch Gardens Tampa, but SeaWorld Orlando, I just want to go here. Go here to ride these 3 B&Ms. They have Mako, Manta, and Kraken. They're all very good coasters. Kraken is an awesome B&M floorless coaster, has some great inversions, and in my opinion is the best floorless coaster. Manta looks like a very fun flying coaster. Great inversions, especially that pretzel loop. And unfortunately, I know my dad got to ride Manta, and it's one of his favorite roller coasters. And unfortunately, at the time, I was pretty angry because I was too short to ride. So, yeah, I really want to seek redemption and ride Manta. That's the coaster that is really on my bucket list, even if it's not as good as some of these as most of these coasters on this list. And also Mako looks very fun too. Number 4 is Holiday World, and this is another set of 2 coasters, Thunderbird and Voyage. And these 2 coasters look to be one of the best 1-2 punches, in my opinion, out of any park out there. And Holiday World in general is a bucket list park for me. It's kind of close to my house. It's not close, but it's like 300 miles away. But moving on, Thunderbird and Voyage, both very good rides. Voyage, it has some of the best airtime out of any wooden roller coaster or coaster in general in the world. And people have said, like Canada Coaster Fan, it's the #1 coaster they've ridden. And it looks to be one of the best coasters in the world due to its insane airtime and bank turns and long ride time. And Thunderbird has a case to be the best wing coaster in the world because its first launch is there. It has some great inversions, and I've heard it's more forceful than the other wing coasters out there. Currently, Gatekeeper is my favorite wing coaster, and if I ever got to ride Thunderbird, I would finally know if it was better than Gatekeeper in my opinion. Number 3 is Kingda Ka, and this is another bucket list coaster I have because this coaster is the world's tallest coaster. And sorry about that with the slide, but we're moving on. Kingda Ka, world's tallest coaster, goes 128 miles per hour on that first launch as a very long airtime hill. That's all said. Unfortunately, this coaster has some over-the-shoulder restraints, but still, this coaster looks awesome. Very fun coaster. And we're moving on to number 2, which is going to be 2 coasters at Kentucky Kingdom, Lightning Run and Storm Chaser. Both these coasters are just awesome. Storm Chaser has some insane airtime moments and an insane inverting drop. This coaster is considered one of the best coasters at this park, as well as Lightning Run. It's a tough debate between these 2 coasters on which is the top dog. But Lightning Run is known for its very high intensity and insane ejector airtime and bank turns, and it really does look like an awesome ride. Both these coasters are definitely on my bucket list. Plus, Louisville is fairly close to Chicago compared to these other coasters in other towns. And number 1 is Lightning Rod. And this coaster is in Tennessee at Dollywood. And this is the new for 2016 RMC that just kept breaking down in 2016. But this year in 2017, I've heard that it's improved and it's not breaking down as much. And this coaster looks insane. The first launch, you launch at 45 miles per hour up the lift hill. It looks insane there, and right after you go into a few airtime hills before the first drop. Those look like some insane airtime moments. The first drop, you just go flying. There's some insane bank turns and a quad down, I believe. There's so many airtime hills and bank turns. It just looks like the most insane roller coaster, or one of the most intense coasters in the world. This coaster has some of the best airtime in the world, and it's possible that this is the best coaster in the world. I'm not kidding. It's a wooden coaster, great. It has the launch, the drop, the airtime, the ride time, and bank turns. Unfortunately, there aren't any inversions on this coaster, but I just want to ride this coaster. This coaster looks insane. And that was my video on 10 bucket list coasters in the USA. That was actually a little more than 10. But thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.